offense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Absolutely love the effort there. Going to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Cousins to throw it this time. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
You're right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against the pass. When he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Miller flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Miller. He's got a man. It's Williams. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Will Compton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
White.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over them. It got his man. Complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Cousins on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Listen. Ready.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Derwin James with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Miller on 1st down, looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Yeah.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio.
Miller now throwing on 1st down, going underneath for Gordon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Miller operating from the gun. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2. Miller gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way it is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. A try here for the extra point. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Cousins now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Turn around, that is what the powers.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
in here.
Throwing on first down. Miller got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield with no one open. He takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now Gordon on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Miller now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets it to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. They do need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Miller on 1st and 10. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards in the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Miller. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Miller. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Miller looking to throw on second down. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Miller operating from the gun. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Miller now on first down. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Miller throwing on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to go deep for Conley. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. On second down, Cousins again. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Miller. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is complete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ohio! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
To throw again. Miller into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play for New England, 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a pitch out to Michelle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I have the balloon. There was the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Michelle. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that's scared because he's not daunted.
Shut up
right
and stop.
back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down in his very next run.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. And they will run it with Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Here we go. Rhino.
Here's White. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And fights through one man. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Miller sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Miller throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Caught here by Conley. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain
take it loose, man.
You say it consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Miller now looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Miller from the gun, third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Able to fight through one tackle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Handoff comes to Lynch. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the handoff, Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. White 90.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
One last shot now for Cousins. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.